Assalamu alaikum guys. I just wanted to have a follow-up thought on the last video that I made about analysis paralysis, where I kept on doing homework and due diligence and not making any decision. And as I'm making a journal of a journey of my life for you guys, it helps me, and hoping that it may add some value to yours as well. So, looking back, why didn't I make some of these decisions that I know I should have made? What drove me into an action? And I told you earlier, I think it was possibly fear or comfort, and even more so, I think what drives my behavior, your behavior, and in general, human behavior for all of us. Why do we do some of the things that we do? I think what I've learned over the years is couple of motivational forces that affects all of us. We either fear or pleasure, I think, come to mind. And I think these are two really very, very strong motivational forces for all of us. Everything we do or we don't do, I think they're because of these two reasons. What I've learned from from multiple people, and I've also learned that well, out of the two, which do you think is the most is the stronger one? The fear of something, or to gain pleasure? Me being a a proactive person, I like to think that it's because we do stuff to to get pleasure out of something. But in my own behavior, I think a stronger force than pleasure is to prevent pain. And a lot of this inaction that I see that I had, where I just continuously kept on doing due diligence and homework and not taking any action. Looking back over the few years, there was I told you about this close friend who was a successful guy, and he made some decisions, business decisions. Things didn't work out for him, and it didn't end up good for him. I don't want to document that part of it. We'll talk about it later. He passed away. May God rest his soul. So, I remembered him quite often as I was making different decisions, and it just kind of froze me. It scared me. And I also became comfortable with what I was doing, because I was doing okay. And I'm thinking, hey, I'm just trying to prevent myself from doing stupid stuff, which is also important. But at the same time, today I feel that once you figure out a few things, why not scale up? So far, what am I telling you? I'm telling you that, why I behaved the way I behaved. Why did I make the decisions that I made, and you make, and we all make? These two very, very strong forces: to prevent pain or to gain pleasure. And what we associate, for example, to me growing, to make another business decision or investment. We'll just talk about investments. But you could take that to everything else in life. So me making an investment decision, I associated pain with that. That if I do this, I'm gonna have more problems, more issues, more wear and tear, more employees, more headaches. That's how I viewed it. I associated pain with that investment decision. Whereas what I could have done is I could have reprogrammed myself and associated pleasure with it. Hey, as opposed to associating pain, which was in back of my mind because of this, what happened to this individual. For quite a few years, I associated pain. Now looking back, I could change that. Instead of pain, I could have said, hey, if I would have made that decision, the pleasure that I could have gained from it, what I could get myself, the pleasure. Hey, I could help my family, more freedom. I could create opportunities for others, etc., etc. So by simply, instead of associating pain, I could have thought about the pleasure that I could gain from it. And guys, one of you is in Toastmasters, for instance. You don't want to go. Well, giving different reasons. Hey, I don't want to go because of this, this, and this. I'm already busy, with Sunday school, with my regular school, with my classes, with my accelerated classes. I'm just too busy. And I think it's something that may be good for you. So what you're associating with this, as opposed to, you could make a different choice. You could associate pleasure. That, hey, what I could learn, the person that I could become. Anyways, we'll talk more about it later on. I'm notched down today. The last couple of days haven't been feeling well. Feeling a little feverish and tired, but this is one of those things that I took the day off yesterday. Let's continue this discussion later on. So I just wanted to, if this was just to take a few minutes and share with you my own mental traps. And again, it's, I'm not alone in this, for you and like all humans, why we behave this way. So these are very strong forces, guys. Everything that we do in life, it's either to prevent pain or to gain pleasure. And what you associate, which one do you do? Do you associate pain with something or pleasure with something? Something that could be good for us, we don't do it because we associated pain with it. But knowing this, you can make a different choice. You can reprogram yourself. Anyway, guys, that's all for now. Assalamu alaikum. Love you guys.